Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Dale's Rails. I haven't been able to focus on doing much videos lately due to the fact that I've been getting ready for Christmas decorating, and then I had quite a bit of stuff strung from one end to the other in my basement down here, so I took the time to get all that straightened up and cleaned up and got that behind me. And in the meantime, you know, some opportunities came up to pick up a few items. So I thought I'd do you guys a quick video here on a couple items I was able to pick up. One of them is a new engine from Trains. Nothing special, but it is something that I've had on my want list for quite a while, and it's been pretty elusive for me to try to get it. It is kind of a rare version of one of these, so that has something to do with it. But the other items I picked up were due to the fact that I had a doctor's appointment on the other side of town. You know, I was right there in the vicinity of Menards on the other side of town, and so it gave me an opportunity to stop in there and check out stuff what they had. And turns out, you know, they've got a really good selection over there, probably better than what I have on this side of town. So I picked up a few items there as well, and you know, I thought I would share all this with you, and just because I haven't done a video in a while, so hope you enjoy. This model is another model I bought from Trains, and I showed in you know, the train shelf video that I did where I collect the K-line S2 or S3, whatever it is, S4 switcher that's in the Marks mold. So this is one of those. I was able to get one of these, came up for sale on their site, and I had to wait for a while to get it because it was a private car offering initially, and then I had to wait till it went off. So fortunately, I got it. You know, I've been trying to get this model for a while now, and it's been pretty elusive, so I was pretty tickled to be able to get it. And I was really surprised. I ordered this on Tuesday, and here it is Thursday, and I already got this. So, you know, it just blows me away how quickly they get these here. So we'll take a look at this model real quick. So this model here, you know, it's not very big. You know, it came in the original box. Here's a packer. Hopefully I'm actually getting, you know, the it says it's a K-line. I really hope it's the right model, and it is. Oh man, this is in the original box. You know, it looks, just looking through the box, it looks like it's in really good shape. Wow, this thing, it looks pretty new to me, or unran. You know, I think these are from the 90s. I'm not sure when, early 90s, late 90s. So, you know, as old as I am in the scheme of things, that's not that long ago, but it's a really long time for some of you. So, wow, look at there. This is the Great Northern version. That is really sharp looking. I've always liked the Great Northern paint scheme. And that's pretty well done. I mean, this model looks like, wow, that coupler works like brand new. So does that one. That's amazing. You know, these couplers look like, I mean, they were both open, so maybe they weren't you know, closed for a long period of time. Looks like it's missing the horn and the bell. I don't know if those are in here. Let's take a look here real quick. Boy, that's a sharp looking model. Looky there. There they are right there. Wow. So there's the horn. and the bell in the original package hasn't even been opened yet. So here's the there's the instruction sheet that came with it. So this model probably has never ever been ran. It's still new in the box. This is crazy. I thought there, like, you know, as cheaply as I got this, I thought there could be something, because like I said, these things have just gone. I see some people trying to sell these for $200. I don't know where they're getting that idea from, but you know, I think these were, I don't know that these were more than like $20 when they were brand new. So it's crazy how all of a sudden now somebody thinks that they're worth $200. So, you know, our cars don't appreciate like that. So, well, there it is. I have to take a look at it here. Yeah, this one still has the original light bulb in it. So that's the only thing that I'm not really thrilled about on these K-line versions. They use one light bulb, and they use this plastic, clear plastic, solid square piece of plastic, and run it from the light bulb back here all the way to the front, and that's supposed to illuminate your headlight. Well, these run so easily because they, you know, they're dual DC can motors. They're truck mounted motors. You know, these aren't the most high-end model, but these are really good running models. I'm surprised how well these run. There are some issues with these sometimes. They can kind of, you know, lurch forward if you hit transfer power too quickly, or hit them with a ZW like this down here. You know, and the trucks could sometimes jump. Front trucks are kind of prone to jumping up off the track and shorting out. It's not that big of a deal. I don't really have that much trouble with it. I'm just real cautious when I first apply power. You know, running everything I run is conventional, so I tend to, you know, try to apply power easily. So there it is. Boy, that is a really nice model. That thing's brand new. It's never ever been ran that I can tell. This does have 4 traction tires. It's got 2 traction tires on each set of trucks. So your back wheels, or inboard wheels on each end, are the ones with the traction tires. So there's that model. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I just really like that paint scheme. It looks really sharp on the little S2 K-line version. Then I went back and got some more lamps. You know, I was surprised. I went back shortly after the first video I made, and they were completely sold out. So I just went back yesterday and Wednesday, real briefly, to the store, and they had gotten a new shipment in. Now, they only had 3 packages of this style left. They had probably maybe 2 dozen of the other style. So I don't know if the video I did alerted people and somebody's made a run on these now, but I know they didn't have very many of this type, so maybe they either didn't get that many in, or somebody's just really likes this style a little better. Another thing they had there that they didn't have is the Sinclair tractor trailer. It's a set, 2-car set, and these are $29.99, I believe it is, regular price without the discount. I don't know if they're doing a discount right now. You know, these have the other style trucks on them, which, you know, I'm fine. I'm getting them more for the Sinclair. I do have the Sinclair gas station, and I do have the Sinclair tanker car. So, you know, maybe we can get these out of the package. You know, I like to open mine here from the bottom, just so I can maintain the clamshell intact. They do have some tape that runs down the side here a little bit. So that allows me to keep the clamshell intact as I save these containers. I'm not really big into packaging, but I do like these Menards clamshells, you know, to keep them stored that way. Yeah, those are, couplers are, of course they're new, they're a little bit stiff. You know, they do roll really good, so, you know, like the, you know, like the Trader Tops, they do look like, if you guys can see that. You know, some of that, I thought that they applied like a, you know, I can't tell them. I think this is actually painted on there. Most of these, I thought they were just had like a faux wood grain top on it, but these actually look painted on there, which is great. So I don't know if you guys can see that very good, the paint job on there, but looks pretty good to me. You know, they are nice looking. You know, their other cars. These are closing a little better than some of the ones I've gotten in the past. You know, you do have to kind of slam them together, see, and then they, you know, it's a good deal. They're pretty good looking because they're not too handy in the kitchen. That's all I can say when it comes to trying to couple, especially to other cars other than the Menards. They will couple to the Lionel knuckle couplers, and I'm sure that MTH as well, but they don't couple to them as well, and it's not like they couple that well to themselves. Yeah, so you have to slam that pretty hard. You know, it doesn't help that these flat cars are pretty lightweight too. You know, that doesn't make it any easier for it to couple. But maybe what we could do is, you know, try the little switcher out. Get some transformer power here. Man, it's almost feels like you're doing something wrong, running something that's never ran before, that's this old. I've always kind of gives me pause a little bit. But you know, that is just too good a looking model there to not want to run it. Maybe we can couple our Menards cars to it. Okay. There. Oh yeah. You see how that's 6 volts right there. That's where the transformer comes on, so that's not doing too bad. Okay guys, I'm here at the other Menards store. You can see they've got some new items here, some good selection. I'm getting the, this is something new that I haven't seen before, called a smooth side hopper. And you know, they got that one in Saskatchewan. There's quite a few on the end down here. I was kind of surprised. They got the Tulsa tank train here, and then we've got a powered and dummied Santa Fe. Let's see what else they got here. And they got quite a few of these twin packs here. like the Santa Fe flat cars. Not crazy about the Whirlpool though. They got a pretty good selection of these smooth-sided cars here. See that? A bunch more of those smooth-sided hoppers down there. They got quite a few of those. There you go. That got my attention. Cripple Creek Lumberyard I just bought. Said $59, but that's the HO. They got the wrong price there. Okay guys, I got an update for you. I went on the other side of town to the other Menards, and just to see what kind of selection they had. I had a doctor's appointment out there, and it just so happens that this Menards was not that far from this doctor's clinic, so I just couldn't resist driving over there and seeing what they had. And it turns out they have a really good selection over there, and better than my Menards on this side of town. So I took the liberty to pick up a few items. This Frisco hopper, coal hopper, has been on my want list for quite a while. I just have not bought it yet, just because, well, neither store has had one in stock for me to buy, and I'm still old school when it comes to especially buying something new that's not a used item like the train I just bought, engine I just bought. I don't have a problem buying that stuff online because you don't really have any other choice, but I just assume that, something like this, I can just walk right in the store, see it, and then if I want it, buy it. And so when it comes to these newer cars, I'd rather still purchase stuff old school style. So there that is. It's a decent little hopper car. It rolls really good. It's pretty lightweight. And this is that new car. I haven't seen these before, So I don't know. I think this must be a new item for them. And I was kind of surprised and was kind of taken aback a little bit when I seen it. I thought, what is that? Well, the East store has quite a few of these and quite a few different liveries. So, if you guys are interested in this, it is a large hopper car. They just call it their smooth-sided hopper. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just pretty much a big plastic box. There's nothing on here that opens or anything like that. It's got holes. I don't know what these. It's got a hole in each end here. I'm not sure what that's for. You can't see all the way through it. So we got some hole in here on the end for some reason. But you can see this is quite a bit bigger car, hopper car, than their traditional size hoppers. I've got some of their other hopper cars. So you can see those two. I mean, this is a pretty large car. As compared, that hopper is, let's see, it is actually longer than an F3 unit. So that's a big hopper car. And I don't know if any of you've seen this yet. And that's, I thought it would be, something good to bring to people's attention if they're interested in something like that. It may not be for everybody's layout. It's probably not really for mine, but I didn't care. I just seen it and decided that I needed to have one. So I think we didn't really get a chance to run the new little switcher, and I think we'll go ahead and run this little switcher too. Well, there, I don't know what you guys think, but I think she did pretty good. These little engines shouldn't be underestimated. They're maybe not the most high-end model out there, but you know, if you're looking to break into the hobby, these are a pretty good choice, just because you know they're dependable and reliable, and you know, they have fairly good pulling power. You just seen this little engine pull 18 cars, and this is not exactly the lightest consist that there is. So you know, it did pretty good for such a small little engine. You know, the wheelie problem on the trucks, that can be remedied by putting a spring up underneath the guide that on the front truck, you know, that you can find a spring that it's not real stiff to put in there. Probably something like maybe even a spring out of a ballpoint pen, something like that, will help keep those trucks down so they're not going to rebound like that. But if you're looking for something that you know, is usually fairly economical to find. When I first bought these, or started collecting these were in the neighborhood of $40 to $60 price range. This engine I got for in that price range. And so I was kind of surprised about that, because like I said, this is one of the rarer ones that I see come up. The Great Northern is not the more common one that comes up for sale. Another one that's kind of rare, you know, that I've had my eye on is the Illinois Central of this. There is an orange-white Illinois Central version of this too, which I wouldn't mind getting. There's also the black Santa Fe version I don't have, is another one that I see from time to time. It comes up about as frequent as this one, so it must not be a real common. The war bonnet paint scheme version of this comes up quite often, so it must not be quite as rare like this little engine I have over there. That one's fairly common, it seems like. The other thing is on this is, you know, there's those 4 cars from Menards. I thought this would be a good video to do to introduce them, just because, you know, I kind of had my eye on the Sinclair and the Frisco car for a while, and I was just kind of taken by surprise a little bit by this new hopper. Didn't really know what it was when I first seen it. You know, I kind of walked by it and I had to kind of do a double take. And hopefully you guys can find some use for these on your layout if you're interested in them. I mean, that's what this video's partly about, to kind of introduce you to stuff that you may not be familiar that's out there. As I said in the earlier video on these stuff I've been working on, you know, I finally found a place for these shelves. You know, I couldn't find, you know, I had a spot picked out for the bedroom that's right here off of this train room, and you know, they would have fit, but they just wouldn't have looked right in there. They're just, yeah, they were just too big for the spots that I thought that they would fit in. They're just not proportioned correctly for that. So I found a spot here for them. I mean, this big shelving unit was something I wanted to eliminate, actually, and you know, and then extend my train table on down, and maybe even make a workbench here in this area was the plan when this all started. But even if I don't get rid of this shelving unit, because, you know, I use it for quite a bit of storage, there's, you know, a good portion of my train collection that I don't have out yet is behind there, and you know, I've got to find something to do with that yet. But, you know, I just took these shelves and decided, I made it where I could just, you know, open this with just one finger like that, push on it, and open in case you got your hands full. And of course, those will swing out. They both open up. I just put them on a hinge. Found some old hinges. You know, that was part of the reason I went to Menards. Went to Menards to buy hinges and ended up with buying train cars. So you know how that works. So I put these gate hinges on here for like outdoor gates. And I knew it was going to need something pretty stout. And, you know, I do have a catch up here that will hold that back. But just in case, you know, this needed something additional, I put these hooks on here, kind of hold it back. And, but I don't know, I think they're at least functional now. And it helped out quite a bit. You know, it gave me some additional storage. My yard here just isn't big enough. It's kind of handy to have some additional shelving in this room. There just wasn't a whole lot of place to do it. You know, I've got this shelving unit over here. That's kind of my repair shelf. I mean, all those engines are restored, so they're just sitting there now because they have no place else to go. You know, I got down a engine, you know, and ran it the other day, and all of a sudden it quit working. So I'll have an upcoming video I'll probably be doing on this for you guys too. This is the early version of the 2026 40s version. It was produced in the 40s. They're a little nicer than the ones that were produced in the 50s, if you're familiar with the 2026. And, you know, this engine here is, you know, I'm going to be doing a repair video on the, you can see that drum in there, not sitting in there correctly. It's off to one side. So that's telling me the pins come out. I'm assuming that pin is on this end of the drum is sheared off. You know, I have repaired those myself if I don't have one. I think I bought some at the last train show I was at. The Lionel repair guy is usually there, and I usually pick up parts from him when he's in town. And I might have picked some of these up. If I didn't, you know, I use like model car sprue and make my own. You know, chuck them in a drill and then spin them on a piece of sandpaper till you reduce them down to the size you need them. And then I just drill those out and glue them back in. So if push comes to shove, you know, I'll do that. But if I've got a replacement drum, I'll probably just use that. And it'll give me an opportunity to do some other things with this I wasn't able to do when I initially got this. You can see these drivers are pretty tarnished, and I've already taken. So I'll show you how I polish these up. You know, it's nothing fancy, but you know, it's quick and it doesn't damage the surface. So, you know, I'll probably do a video on this to kind of show you how I do some of my restorations of the parts, and then also the repair on the E unit. So be looking forward to that video. But for now, that's all I have today. And hope you enjoyed this session. And until next time, you're watching Dale's Rails. Have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye.